2 weeks ago, I landed my first ever sales job with practically no sales experience. And at that point, I haven't really taken like a proper call yet, other than for like my agency. I was legit just like signing the contract, kind of going through with onboarding, trying to just get everything figured out. Fast forward 2 weeks now into the job, and I've closed around 11 or 12 deals. I'm one of the better performing new sales reps, and I'm starting to feel like I'm actually getting the hang of this. And the crazy part is I'm still like technically in training. So I just want to make this video to like catch up on what's actually kind of happened over the first 2 weeks of, starting the job, what I've learned and where I'm trying to take this thing. So in the last videos, basically I'd gotten the job, signing the contract, I was kind of doing the onboarding, learning everything, but I hadn't properly started dialing yet. I'm mostly going into that, I had no idea how I was actually like going to perform, but I've been learning sales and doing mock calls, like actually getting on the phone with like real people for a sales job is a lot different. But over the last 2 weeks, that's pretty much all I've been doing. I've been dialing, taking calls, listening to calls, getting a lot of feedback, training, just trying to get as many reps in as possible because that's what's going to make the difference. And so far, it's been going really well. I've closed around 11 or 12 deals now, which like isn't the most. Obviously I'm really new, and I have like been told that I'm one of the better performing reps out of the new guys, especially on like the Australian side, which is really good. Um, which is pretty cool. But literally like a few weeks ago, I had pretty much zero sales experience other than my agency that I've run and like B2C for some of my clients. But I didn't have much sales experience, and I'm definitely like nowhere near where I want to be yet. But um there's like still calls where I get off and I immediately like know I could have handled something better, but things are starting to feel like they're just kind of clicking. I'm getting more comfortable on the phone. I'm starting to think less about what I'm meant to say next. My tonality is getting a lot better. I'm starting to understand like how to sell, instead of kind of just like following a script. It's been really good, but like the role itself is a pretty high volume B2C sales biz op offer. And I'm basically calling leads throughout the day and selling a pretty relatively low ticket offer. Because it's low ticket, there's not like a huge amount of like discovery that goes into these sales calls, which is what I was practicing a lot for my agency. It's more about just being able to pitch properly and then communicate that and then communicate like the value and then like handle objections. There's like a lot of objections. I need to think about it. I need to research it. I don't have the money right now. Call me another time. Pretty much everything. That's kind of one of the biggest reasons I'm actually enjoying the role because I'm getting like so many reps and like that skill of handling objections is what I'm going to learn in this role. And if I can handle objections, that's like a really, really good skill as well as pitching. Um, but I'm having conversations with like completely different people, getting hit by completely different objections. I'm just like trying to figure out what worked, what didn't, how I could have handled it better. I've got the sales training from all the guys in there, which they're so much on different levels than me, which is going to like help me, ramp up heaps. So even though it's low ticket, I think it's got a really good like foundation in sales, and it's a good start for me, especially for like objection handling. And just being able to take those skills into like big opportunities and potentially like high ticket sales. Right now, I'm basically just like getting paid to learn a skill that I wanted to learn anyway, which is like a pretty good position to be in. Um, for the opportunity though, like there's more opportunity in the job that I originally realized. Like obviously I'm getting the commissions from like the deals I'm closing, but there's also like different bonuses and spiffs that they're constantly running. They're running daily ones, they're running weekend ones, and they're running monthly ones. So there's a lot of bonuses I can earn, as well as like opportunity for like top reps moving to high ticket closings pretty soon, as well as like even management positions. So it's actually like somewhere for me to progress if I just keep performing, which makes me want to take this like way more seriously. Um, Other thing is like I'm not fully ramped yet. It's only been 2 weeks, so I'm technically like still in training and getting used to everything. Eventually they want to ramp me up to like 2 sales an hour, which I definitely not doing that at the moment. I'm still getting used to everything, like I said, but 2 sales an hour will be like amazing. That's going to help me hit over 10K a month. I've done the math. I've reverse engineered my goals, and that like I need around 1.5 ish to hit 10K a month in USD. Um, but like, if I can improve my close rate, get better at rejection handling, and just take significantly more calls, you know, these numbers could get like pretty interesting really quickly. And obviously, like the bigger goal hasn't changed. I really want to get to that 10K mark, but and that's kind of what I'm chasing right now. Um, I want to get there next month. That's my goal. I'm just gonna rip it. I'm gonna get there next month. Um, I'm definitely not gonna pretend like I've got this all figured out in 2 weeks, but for the first time, I've got a really clear vehicle to chase it. I've got an opportunity. I've got a bunch of leads. I've got people who around me are like way better at sales than I am. And I'm just going to take as much of an advantage of that as I can to learn as much as I can. But yeah, like a while ago, thinking back like 2-ish years ago, like before I started the agency, I was so afraid to, you know, call anyone on the phone, even like my bank to get something done. I was so afraid of everything. I couldn't order fucking pizza from Domino's. Like I just couldn't do it. Fast forward to now where I'm so comfortable taking calls on the phone, like I'm genuinely enjoying talking to different people. I'm handling objections. It's like a crazy, crazy difference. Like when I first started my agency, I remember my first cold calling session. I spent 2 hours doing the cold calling session, and guess how many dials I did? Two. And both of them didn't answer. I was shitting myself. I was shitting myself so fucking hard. And then for the next 2 days, I think I did three, then I did four, and then I never cold called again. So I was so scared to do it. I had one person answer, I remember, and he was like, uh, I can't remember what he said, but he was like, pretty much like, hey, who's this? Oh, and then I think I said like, hey, who's this? And I just called him. I'm like, oh my God, I just fucked it up, and I just hung up straight away. I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? But yeah, like I'm gonna keep documenting this whole thing. Like we're doing learning like a ridiculous amount. I'm gonna be documenting how many deals I've been closing. I'm gonna really start diving into content now because with the sales job, I got a lot more time, which has been really, really good to help me just get in place with like the routine, the everything. And I'm super excited. Like it's been really, really good. And I've been enjoying it like a lot. Um, and I just know I can get to 10K a month next month. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get there. I'm 100% gonna get there. I'm gonna be making a video in like a month and a bit from now. I'll be like, yes, I made my first 10K month ever. I just know it. There's gonna be some shit weeks, there's gonna be some good weeks, but I'm definitely gonna turn this into 10K a month. But I'm only 2 weeks in, so we'll see what happens.